What's going on, you bunch of heathens? This video is actually coming from a kind of a recommendation, but kind of not at the same time. The one they recommended was when Army Rangers smoked a bunch of Crips, but I'd already actually seen that video. So I decided to compromise because honestly, I love Popo Medic's. From what I remember, he was really good at storytelling, but for whatever reason, I stopped. I honestly just kind of forgot about him for whatever reason. But I know he has some really interesting stories. Like this one. This one's called Deer Hunter Smoked a Cartel in 2010. And I think I vaguely remember hearing about this in what's it called? News. I think I vaguely remember hearing about this in the news. Only because I say vaguely because I was 10 at the time. So I'm pretty sure I remember this. But it should be a pretty interesting video. The link for the original will be down below, so make sure you guys go and check that out. Without further ado, let's jump straight in.
Sunday, November 14th, 2010. Deep in the countryside of southern Mexico, a lone and humble rancher quickly finds himself the target of one of Mexico's most barbaric cartels the world has ever seen. After being confronted by a convoy of sicarios demanding he surrender his family ranch to the cartel. But little did they know, this humble rancher had a secret of his own, leading to a dramatic 4-hour siege as he defended his property and dared the men
never mind.
to come and take it.
Never mind. This isn't the one I remember. I remember hearing about some rancher shooting at Cartel in southern Texas, like near the border. I'd never actually heard. This one's actually in Mexico proper. So I don't remember actually ever hearing about this. Never mind. This is all brand new. Fuck yeah, this should be fun. Good music choice.
Mexico was engulfed in a violent and brutal conflict and was considered the peak of the Mexican drug war, as cartel-related violence dramatically escalated following the aggressive anti-drug cartel campaign initiated by President Felipe Calderon, as thousands of federal troops and police officers deployed throughout the country.
I think I do remember bits and pieces of hearing about this on the news. And like I said, I was young. But I remember it was pretty in the news, pretty decent amount, I think.
And the response from the cartel was not great. Immediately.
You know, because the cartels a lot of the time are fucking more well supplied than the government. Like, I've seen videos of cartel, just not even shootings, nothing like that. I've just seen cartel members who were taking videos inside the trucks driving. They'll have fucking M16s with M203s. They'll have fucking... Fuck, I saw one with a fucking, an MG34? 32? One of those. I don't know. One of those, like, they had high-end gear. And they would just fucking rock it. And that's insane to me. That these guys have that.
Throughout the country, both against the law, themselves, and civilians, as cities like Ciudad Juarez became battlegrounds, as the Sinaloa cartel fought for control
also, it was Sinaloa.
against the Juarez cartel, resulting in the deaths of thousands. And during this war, Los Zetas quickly gained a reputation for brutality, employing tactics such as mass kidnappings, assassinations,
Los
and public
Zetas is a
displays of
different
violence
cartel, I guess,
to intimidate both rivals, police, and the general populace. Their split from the Gulf Cartel ignited fierce battles in northeastern Mexico, particularly in the state of Tamaulipas. This specific rivalry contributed significantly to the overall violence in the region, such as the mass kidnapping of 72 Central American migrants by Los Zetas in San Fernando in August of 2010, where the migrants
72?
join the cartel's ranks or face execution. When they refused, Los Zetas brutally massacred all 72 migrants, causing the
fucking subhuman trash. Join us or die. Like, fuck you, you pieces of shit.
Mexican government to attempt to crack down even harder by dismantling their criminal networks and raiding their compounds. However, the opposite effect
Only it were that
would
fucking
often
easy.
happen. High-profile arrests and military operations created power vacuums that incited further violence as emerging leaders and rival factions fought to fill the void, and the human toll was staggering, with tens of thousands
Not
of
a
lives
surprise.
lost, and many more affected by the pervasive violence and instability.
God, it's a
Communities
fucking
were torn
war
apart.
zone. It looks like just a fucking war zone. Like, that's insane. Nah, that's crazy.
With many people forced to flee their homes to escape the violence. But those fortunate enough to live in remote areas were largely spared. That is until November 12th of 2010,
Oh
as
no.
Tamaulipas native Alejo Garza Tamez noticed increased traffic of large vehicle convoys from the road outside of his rural and modest range.
You the man. Fucking boss music starts playing.
Given the fact that the vehicles in the convoy were largely made up of 4x4 Toyotas, that was pretty much all Alejo needed to know. Over the following day, Alejo kept his eyes open and his ears to the wall as dozens more pickups suspiciously drove by his property, and some even coming to a stop. While working on his
Nah,
ranch,
bro, stay the fuck off
Alejo
my
took a
property.
break and stared back, and as he approached the driver, the vehicle sped off. On the following day, on November 13th, the vehicles would approach again, but this time, 10 sicarios of Los Zetas Cartel would knock on Alejo's front door. But before he opens the door, a quick word from the sponsor of today's video,
Oh, okay.
Aura. In today's world, data brokers hold information on over 500 million people, each with thousands of data points.
2 million
This
views,
$319
11 months ago.
billion
I'll let it
industry
play
is
out.
rapidly
I'm not
growing
sure if it's
and
still
with
on or
little
not,
regulation. With
but
data
I'll
breaches
play
and
it safe.
cybersecurity threats on the rise, it's hard to really know how secure your information is. But with Aura, you'll feel confident that your information is secure because Aura does it all in one convenient place and works around the clock to protect and keep your data and personal information away from data leaks and data brokers. And by automatically opting out of data broker lists, Aura has significantly reduced the number of robocalls that I receive, giving me a peace of mind and helping secure my information. But that's not all they do. Aura provides comprehensive protection that includes antivirus software, a VPN for secure browsing, secure password management, identity theft insurance, and even credit monitoring, all in one single app. You don't need to manage multiple subscriptions to multiple apps on your phone. Aura consolidates everything you need into one convenient platform, saving you time, money, and storage. If you'd like to stick it to robocallers and protect your information, I highly recommend checking out Aura. They're even offering you guys a 2-week free trial. Simply go to aura.com/popomedic or click the link in the description and protect you and your family's information today. As Alejo opened the front door, the sicarios claimed to be businessmen looking to obtain Alejo's property. But
Sure,
Alejo
buddy.
called him out on their shit, citing they
Good.
only wanted
Fuck
his
these
property
dudes.
to use it for their drug operations. Alejo's workers stood in disbelief as Alejo took it even one step further
Fucking
and
ballsy,
kicked the
dude.
sicarios out of his home.
Yeah, get
They
the
laughed
fuck out
off
of
the
here.
77-year-old rancher and stated they would be back, and he would have 24 hours to either surrender his ranch or they could come and take it. Alejo nodded and said, "Come and take it."
Yeah.
And on the morning of November 14th, Alejo dismissed his workers,
What a
sending
beast.
them packing through his west pasture. He then monitored the area from an overlook until
I
he
like that. He sends off his workers. He's not going to let his workers fucking die for it. Or, possibility of getting hurt. This is my fucking fight. Y'all can go. I like that. I like that a lot.
spotted
Fuck yeah.
an incoming van leading 2 pickups toward his ranch. Los Zetas, confident in their numbers and firepower, expected an easy morning, but what they didn't know
You ain't
was
getting
the ranch
easy shit
was a
from
hunting
me.
ranch, and Alejo was a legendary sharpshooter.
Oh, a hunting
and
ranch?
cowboy who his
Yeah.
friends notoriously dubbed Don Alejo. A man of principle, honor, and most important, a man with a reputation whose word is as good as a contract.
Oh,
And as
what
20
a
heavily armed
badass.
Engulfed his
He's
fence,
him.
negotiations resumed, with the sicarios demanding
What a great sponsor, by the way. This man has aura, and he's sponsored by Aura. Like, goddamn, what a fucking beast.
He can either vacate or die. Don Alejo, a man of his word, refused again. Growing frustrated, a Sicario at the front of the pack raised his rifle and fired a single shot near Don Alejo's feet, shouting, "Consider it a warning shot." Don Alejo quickly raised his pistol and...
I'm sorry, bro. Y'all motherfuckers are known for mass kidnappings and killings. Why the fuck are you trying this shit?
instantly killed that guy and another guy. Oh, a warning shot. Okay, well...
I don't do warning shots. What a dope motherfucker.
Don Alejo retreated back inside his home as the remaining cartel members froze in disbelief. While inside, he retrieved his hunting rifles and carefully placed them next to each window where he opened fire again, sending the Sicario scattering all throughout his property.
He has his own Alamo,
the
bitch.
Sicarios would draw near and breach his fence line. And although accurate, Don Alejo's limited bolt action would quickly become overpowered by a barrage of automatic gunfire, causing him to frequently shift positions, moving from rifle to rifle and using his knowledge of the terrain to outmaneuver the gunmen and focus his fire on the big hitters. Then, two Sicarios ran straight for his front door. And as they entered inside, Don Alejo, expecting them, hid in the corner of his center-fed living room with a 12-gauge shotgun and turned them into pico de gallo. Enraged and pinned down by gunfire, cartel members outside began hurling grenades toward his home. But Don Alejo
goddamn, these motherfuckers are extra.
As he was frequently moving to different windows and fighting positions, causing some Sicarios to even shut down completely and remain in a hiding spot, causing the gunfire to carry on for over 4 hours with periodic lulls and bursts of gunfire from Don Alejo. Eventually, fearing the police or military were likely on their way, the remaining Sicarios fled, and Don Alejo sent rounds their way until they were no longer in sight.
What a fucking G. This is my land, you ain't taking my shit. Fuck out of here.
On the following day, the Mexican military arrived to find Don Alejo's home
Little late, guys.
destroyed by bullet holes and explosives. Upon their arrival, 4 dead cartel members were discovered on Don Alejo's property.
Only 4? Did they take the others?
And Don Alejo was found in his bathroom with his rifle facing the door, unresponsive,
Aww.
as he succumbed to many gunshot wounds overnight.
That fucking sucks.
In the wake of Don Alejo's heroic standoff against Los Zetas, the story of his bravery spread quickly among locals and across social media. However, the expected mainstream media coverage of such a dramatic and inspiring event was unsurprisingly sparse, as Los Zetas had a grip over major media outlets within the region.
Yeah, within the region, but you'd expect it to show up late in bigger stories, I guess.
Broadcast the story on social media, causing it to go viral.
Fuck
and
yeah.
it was picked up worldwide.
Good.
Don Alejo is revered
Dude deserves to...
with the same level of prestige as Wyatt Earp is in the United States.
Yeah, dude deserves to be fucking immortalized. Dude's a fucking G. He stood on business. Hell yeah.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more mini docs in the works.
I love
you don't
these.
want to miss them. And be sure to check me out over on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
God, what a G. God, I'm so glad I'm so glad whoever fucking mentioned Popo Medic. I really am. Because honestly, I forgot that he did so many stories like these. And they're all so fucking good. Like, I honestly cannot explain to you how glad I am that, you know, you actually mention him. And I'm gonna be doing more of him. I love his videos. The original will be linked down below, so make sure you go and check him out. He's amazing. He does mini documentaries, I think, every week or something like that. Really good. But fuck, Really fucking good. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. See ya.